after 5 incredible weeks in Guatemala, we are now in a van heading to our new country. We're going to El Salvador today.
Santa Ana is another colonial city like Antigua, so I'm excited to see how the two compare. In El Salvador they use the US dollar, so I'm also wondering if it's going to be a bit more expensive.
We've now arrived in between Guatemala and El Salvador. This is the border right here. Where are we at, baby?
We are at the border between Guatemala and El Salvador.
Yeah.
We are about to get our passports stamped. It seems to be a pretty simple process. I think you have to pay a small border fee. But yeah, we just pulled over in our van. Everyone stepped out with their passports and we're just in line to get stamps.
There's Guatemala. There's El Salvador.
Good morning / maybe afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is, but today is our first full day in Santa Ana, El Salvador. We have stepped out onto the streets. The place we're staying is super close to a beautiful little park, and we happened upon this huge little market street.
The huge little market street in Santa Ana, El Salvador.
I think we're pushing the Mercado Central, where hopefully we can find some groceries and stuff to take back to our Airbnb. But we're just gonna explore. We don't have any major plans today. We're just gonna kind of wander the streets of this old colonial city in El Salvador.
Wow, this is really big. This is bigger than meets the eye. This is very
There's
cool.
2 streets of market.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Which way to go?
Which way to go? Something we have noticed about El Salvador so far is that there is a much heavier police and security presence here.
It's definitely reported as the safest city in El Salvador to walk around and explore on your own. I have read more so that if you're going to San Salvador, the capital, you might want to like book a walking tour or go with a group, but Santa Ana is relatively safe to walk around.
I love me an outdoor market. Anywhere we go, it's the first thing I look for. Fresh food, fresh carrots, tomatoes, everything you want.
To know Gabe is to know he is a bit of a fish freak. And he has been looking out for a pupusa with some kind of fish or fishy product in it, and he has finally found it.
So I just got a shrimp and cheese pupusa, and I've already doused some spices on it. But yeah, I have been dreaming of this moment for a little while. It's only 50 cents.
Nice.
Give it a try. Hopefully I didn't already overspice it. Now they know I'm a gringo, so I got a fork, but usually you're supposed to eat these with your hands. I love how it has that like exploded cheese feeling where there's like crunch on the outside.
Oh, there's a shrimp.
Have some shrimpies.
This is also pretty exciting because pupusas are from El Salvador, and we've had many pupusas before, but this is our very first pupusa in El Salvador. Or well, Gabe's first pupusa. I'm not having one yet. This place, Pasteleria Ban Ban, is famous. It's become super popular in all of El Salvador, but the very first one, the original one, is here in Santa Ana. It's a pastry shop. I don't know what else they have.
Ban Ban. Let's go check it out.
So we came into Pasteleria Ban Ban, the original one, and we've got 2 delicious looking pastries. The first one is a piña con leche. So it's a pastry covered with some powdered sugar, and there's some pineapple and milk mixed in there. What's the other one?
They call it corbata, which means a tie.
Oh, that's really cute. Corbata.
Well, hold it the other way and it looks like a tie, like the long way. Or,
Oh, I thought you meant a bow tie.
oh yeah, I guess it could be a bow tie too.
Bow tie, regular tie. Never mind. I'm gonna take a little bite delicious flaky pastry dough.
I got my extremely caffeinated cafecito. I haven't really had my proper El Salvadorian cup yet. I wanted to see how it tastes compared to the Guatemalan one. Good call, Megan.
Right behind me is the beautiful Teatro de Santa Ana. It's originally constructed in 1910. The money to construct the theater actually came from taxes on the wealthy in El Salvador.
Yeah!
They put on all sorts of theater. They do plays and movies. You can go in and just tour the theater because it's supposed to be beautiful inside. It's $1.50 US dollars. We're debating whether we want to pay that or not, or wait until we actually go see a show.
Or buy some veggies and groceries.
It's a tough choice traveling on a budget. Right behind me is the beautiful new Cathedral of Santa Ana. The first cathedral was built by the Spaniards in 1569. It took about 7 years to complete. And then in the early 20th century, that church was destroyed and they built this new, beautiful one. So we're gonna go take a look inside.
Oscar Romero, who during the El Salvadorian Civil War was assassinated by a right-wing militia associated with the CIA. Afternoon.
Today we are in an Uber and we are heading to Lago de Coatepeque. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Lake Coatepeque. She says she loves it when it's 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, the heat will wear down on you in El Salvador.
Oh yeah.
Definitely was making me feel a little weak. But we found a nice, shady, cool, breezy restaurant. La Octava Maravilla.
The eighth wonder.
And the restaurants all seem to have this little swimming spot where you can cool off. And then this one in particular has a jumping off point.
Oh, I'm jumping.
We just saw a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
And a little ladder so you can climb back up when you're done.
Oh, 100%. Just bring me my food down here. It's really good.
Lake Coatepeque is easily a day trip. So I was already a fan of this place because of the amazing views and the really cool jumping off point to go swimming in the lake, but then our food just came. Look at this.
Wow, mariscada, the seafood soup here. You can totally tell seafood is front and center here in El Salvador. Makes me more of a fan already.
Look at that giant shrimp. I don't even eat seafood, but I'm excited.
There's a crab head in here. There's a little baby crab in here.
Holy
I
crap.
don't know what to do with it. But holy crap.
Awesome.
Look at this fish. There's a full fish in here.
That's amazing. What is this called?
Mine is the mariscada. It's just like a big
Mariscada. Seafood stew.
in crema. I got mine in cream.
And Gabe's drinking, this is the
This
local
is the
beer,
national
right?
beer.
Pilsner, local El Salvadorian beer.
And the other one's golden. Haven't tried the golden yet.
And I got the vegetarian plate. Rice and beans and cheese, some platanos and veggies. Looks like one of the healthier meals I've had so far.
Excellent. She should just jump in. Uh-oh. Her plan's spoiled. She got a splinter.
Deal with that later.
Deal with it later. It's good, right? Alright, you gotta hop in at some point, Megan. How is it?
So, Lake Coatepeque means hill of snakes in the indigenous language in El Salvador. I think it's Nahuatl. And this lake is 50,000 years old. It was formed after years of some kind of volcanic activity, maybe, and that resulted in a giant eruption. The whole thing exploded, created this huge crater, and over years and years and years it filled with rainwater. Now we have the lake.
So we came in taking an Uber, but then when it was time to leave, we saw that there are no Ubers available in this area. We're a little bit too far out. We're catching the last public bus out of Lake Coatepeque back to Santa Ana. Should take about 1 hour. It's only 45 cents a person.
We are at the Mayan Ruins of Tazumal. For foreigners, it's $3 to enter.
Mm-hmm.
For locals, it's $10.
Great. We took like a 20 or 30 minute Uber ride out here. It's only $6 to get out here from Santa Ana. And on the way back, we will be catching the public bus. It closes at 4 p.m., so make sure you give yourself enough time to get out here.
Things you have to do for a good quince. The Tazumal ruins originally became occupied in 100 AD by the Mayans, and it was occupied until around 1200 AD when the entire place was abandoned. At that point, I think it's said that the Mayans got up and left this site, and they went further west into the main town that's now occupying the space. But this ruin in particular wasn't really discovered or excavated until around the 1940s and 50s by this archaeologist named Stanley Boggs, I think is his name. The good and bad with that was he came in and he excavated and he helped restore a lot of the ruins that we get to see today, but he also covered a lot of them with cement. So that kind of damaged a lot of the ruins, but at the same time they were falling apart from being neglected for so many years. So the base of the actual structure of Tazumal is 8 meters deep, so we're not actually seeing the majority of it, but the problem is if they were to dig that up and excavate it, that it would fill with rainwater and completely destroy the site. Only 5% of the ruins in El Salvador that have been discovered, the majority of them, they're still underground.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spaniards came to El Salvador They discovered a lot of the Mayan sites, and they saw a popular religious symbol in the Maya culture is the snake. And to them, as they were Catholics coming in to see these sites and they see the giant snake head, they immediately assume that there's like satanic religious proceedings going on here. So they burnt down the majority of the Mayan ruins. So we don't actually get to see most of them today. During the period of Spanish colonization, it's estimated that 70 million Mayans were killed. Religious sacrifices happened here. Most of the Mayans living here were actually vegetarian as well. They thought all animals were sacred, so they did not eat meat. It was mostly a patriarchal society, so the men pretty much ruled, as opposed to the Aztecs, which was more matriarchal.
Que fue asesinado en la época de la ofensiva, de la guerra de nuestro país. Lo asesinaron sus mismos compañeros de lucha. Una persona escritora, pensaban de que él no era sincero con la línea de ellos, ¿verdad? O pensaba que era traidor. Era tendencia, era una persona inteligente. Le gustaba ese sistema de la guerrilla, pero no era exactamente, ¿verdad? FMLN, exactamente, Frente Farabundo, Marti para la Liberación Nacional. Ese peinado que usted puede apreciar así una forma bien de la juventud, estilo punk, ¿verdad? Estilo rockero, llamemos mejor estilo rockero, ¿verdad? Dándole un estilo moderno, ¿verdad? No porque nada tiene que ver, porque él era un escritor muy inteligente, uno de los más grandes que ha parido El Salvador. De 1980 a 1992, que se firmaron los acuerdos de paz en el castillo de Chapultepec, en México. Ahora se transformó en partido político, que es el FMLN, y la otra parte que es la Alianza Republicana Nacionalista Arena, que son los dos partidos.
So to get back to Santana, we have gotten on the public bus, and it costs only 35 cents a person. 35 cents a person to get on the public bus here. It is a little bit of a squeeze. It's very hot, but so cheap and so worth it.
What's going on, Gabe?
So we are getting some elotes locos, which if you know what elotes are, it's a corn, but these are crazy corns. It's like mayo, cheese, hot sauce, ketchup maybe, and some other brown stuff. And we're gonna have one for $1. Oh, some mustard. I like it. Muchas gracias, señora.
Oh, gracias.
Que tengas una buena tarde. Oh, that's heavy. It's a little messy. It's definitely crazy.
Crazy with flavor?
Yeah, I mean, the corn's a little harder here. You gotta chew it. There's definitely a lot of sauce. It's pretty rich. I haven't shaved in a few weeks, so my beard's big. Mayo in my beard. Certainly the calories. Really hot. I mean, look how fresh these fries are. Cheddar, mayo, cheese, ketchup. I don't think these have chile on them. That's good. My mouth is still on fire from the corn. So this is Meg trying to scarf down the fries before we go into our play over here.
It's hard work, but I'm willing to do it.
Oh, well done. Yep. Now that we're done eating our very decadent fries, that we're gonna go see a play for $1 each.